Alright, what's going on, guys? We have some quite important Black Ops 3 leaked information today, so I'm going to cover quite a few things. The first, obviously, Black Ops 3 was announced for November 6th, which is actually a Friday. Kind of weird that they're changing it to Friday. I'm not sure what the exact reasoning is for that, but that's cool or whatever, so I guess so people can grind it out on the weekend. Now, also, there is going to be a Black Ops 3 beta. We don't have too much information for it right now, but we know that if you pre-order the game, you will be eligible to participate in the beta. We don't have the dates or anything like that, but that's cool as well. Now, the real information that I want to cover is the box art for Black Ops 3 has been released. So, on the back of the cover, it always gives you like a little description of the game. And we now have a description of the Black Ops 3 movement. So, I don't know if I'm allowed to put this on the screen or not, so I'm not going to. I will link it all in the not the comments, in the description down below. And you guys can check it out there. But I'm going to read it all out to you and talk about it. And, we'll see what's up. So, first it says, the new movement system. With Black Ops 3, Treyarch premieres a new momentum-based chained movement system allowing players to fluidly move through the environment with finesse using controlled thrust jumps, slides, and mantling abilities in a multitude of combinations, all while maintaining complete control over your weapon at all times. Next, they say tailored map design. Maps are designed from the ground up for the new movement system, allowing players to be successful with traditional movement as well as advanced tactics and maneuvers. And the last piece of information they give you is specialist characters. Black Ops 3 multiplayer also introduces the new specialist character system, which allows players to rank up and master each specific character's battle-hardened capabilities and weapons. With this addition to traditional and weapons XP progression systems, Black Ops 3 multiplayer gives players 3 different ways to rank up. Now, I know that was a lot of text to read out, so if you guys want to go to the description right now, click on the link, you guys can pull it up and look at the image yourself. There's also an image of Black Ops 3 multiplayer on there as well, so you guys can look at that while I talk about it and read it yourself or whatever. But basically, the first thing I want to talk about, obviously, is the movement system. So, it says thrust jumps. Now, I can only assume a thrust jump to be somewhere in between what we have in Advanced Warfare and what would be in a regular Call of Duty. So, in Advanced Warfare, we kind of have like these double jumps. So I'm assuming maybe it's just that first thrust you get in AW. That's probably what it is. So instead of being like, 20 feet off the ground or whatever it is, maybe you're like 10 feet off the ground. So I guess that's okay. I don't know. I need to see what it looks like before I make a true judgment on it. But my personal preference, I think you guys already know, like, I'd prefer just a standard movement Call of Duty. That's what I want. But obviously, that's not what we're going to be getting now. So, we got to kind of make do with what we have. So, hopefully, they do a good job with it. I don't really know. But thrust jumps, I don't know what to exactly think about that. To me, it sounds like it's somewhere in between. They said they're bringing back the slide and mantling abilities. So, that all seems pretty normal stuff. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out is it says momentum-based chained movement system. So I don't know what exactly they mean by that, whether it means you have to, gather up momentum by like doing different moves to be able to thrust or something like that, or maybe you have to get kills and create momentum for yourself to be able to use some thrusting ability or something like that. I don't really know what that means, but that can be interpreted a few different ways. It says chained movement system. It kind of seems like, you're supposed to chain like the movement together. You do a thrust to the left, then you jump up, then thrust to the right, just like chain it together. I don't really know what that means either, but there's going to be some sort of very advanced movement in Black Ops 3. That's pretty clear from reading all of this information. But if you look at the image now, you can see the guy in the back. He has some sort of little like jetpack, exosuit, thruster, whatever you want to call it, on his back. You can't exactly tell how high he is indeed in the air. But if you use the guy in the front as a reference point, it seems that he's about 5 to 10 feet off the ground, and you don't know if he's in the middle of a thrust, or if that's the peak of the thrust, or if he just started thrusting, or, you don't know what's underneath him. You don't exactly know, but you can tell that he's definitely up in the air, that's for sure. So, in Black Ops 3, you will be up in the air, that's for sure. So, I don't know, overall, it's really up to interpretation at this point, but it's pretty much confirmed that there is going to be some sort of thrusting in Black Ops 3, and I guess in 2 days when we see the trailer, hopefully they will have it in the trailer, and we'll be able to really make a judgment on, how drastic it's going to be. But anyways, leave your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below if you interpreted it differently than I did. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you aren't already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day, and peace out.